Welcome back into Soul Plus Systems. I'm Jen, and if you're new or you are returning, welcome back in. Some trips change you because of what happened. Today is a day about reflection. Some trips change you because of what didn't happen. And this trip, for me, was both. I'm home now. I'm back in my studio. I'm back with my dogs. I'm back with my routines. I'm back with my systems. But honestly, part of me still feels like it's somewhere between Arkansas and Nevada. I just drove across the country by myself. Desert, mountains, gas stations, coffee, exhaustion, and silence. And I don't think that people really understand what kind of drive that does to your nervous system until they do it alone themselves. There were moments in Arizona where I was gripping the steering wheel so hard that my hands hurt, and just mountains and trucks flying straight past me like I was nothing, with drop-offs and the wind and hours of silence with my own thoughts. No co-pilot and no relief, and just me trying to regulate in real time while pushing forward. In Vegas. Man, Vegas is a strange place for me. It's part memory, it's part lesson, and it's part ghost. But there were good moments too. I got to spend time with my mom. I handled things that mattered. And I showed up for my family. And at this point in my life, that means more to me than chasing chaos ever will, or chasing noise. But the trip also reminded me that some doors, they stay closed. And maybe that's for the best for everybody involved. I think people romanticize closure sometimes. They think that closure means reunion, or reconnection, or some movie scene where everything suddenly makes sense. But sometimes, closure is simply just accepting. The chapter already ended. And your job is to not force the page back open. Some people get healthier, and some people heal, and some people grow, and some people stay locked in survival mode so long that they forgot what peace even feels like. And that's something I've been thinking about a lot, is nervous system regulation. Because we live in a world full of hypervigilance now. There's constant scanning. There's constant defense mode. There's constant surveillance. Especially for first responders, military, trauma survivors, operators, and people who are trained to stay alert so long that resting almost feels unsafe. And I want to say this clearly. It is okay to stand down. It is okay to rest. And it is okay to stop carrying the entire world on your nervous system. Your body was never designed to stay at war forever. And honestly, that's part of why I created the nervous system reset. Because I know what it feels like to live clinched, to live braced for impact, to feel like your body forgot how to exhale. And this trip reminded me of something important. Regulation matters more than performance. Because eventually, If the nervous system breaks down, everything else begins breaking down also. Your clarity, your health, your relationships, your business, and your identity. And before this trip, I finished another client project. And regardless of what happens after projects end, the work still exists. The proof still exists. And the systems, well, they exist too. And as an underdog, I think I've been misunderstood most of my life. People have looked at me the wrong way before they ever understood my heart. And yeah, sometimes intensity, well, it makes people uncomfortable. But the truth is, I actually care deeply about people. And I want to help people rebuild, to heal, to create for others like a lighthouse. Regulate and build something real out of the chaos. And I've learned this too. Some people, they're lifelong friends. They're solid, like a rock. And others, well, shit, they're just seasons. And not every connection is meant to become permanent. And you know what? It's okay. To the people who came into my life for a chapter, I genuinely wish you well. No bitterness, no war. Just safe travels. And now I'm home. And I'm back in my studio. And I'm back building again. So, if you guys want to come onto the podcast, y'all need to apply through the official application process. I am currently booked out through the middle of July. And honestly, I'm grateful for every single person who trusts me enough to share their stories here. We have military personnel coming on. We have people working for Microsoft. We have all kinds of amazing guests coming up. And I'm so ready to share with you guys about nervous system regulation. If this episode hit somewhere real for you, subscribe to the channel, follow the podcast, Soul Plus Systems, on Spotify and Apple, and share it with somebody who's trying to rebuild themselves too. Because you are seen here, and you are not alone. And if your nervous system has been running in survival mode for too long, check out the Nervous System Reset on my website, neonincome.ai. Because sometimes the strongest thing that a person can do is finally allow themselves to come back down. This is Soul Plus Systems, and sometimes the drive back home is where the real story begins.